superhumans, galactic travelers, which have made it to land, so I won't say that no more. What's up, superhumans? I know a lot of y'all are sleeping. It's like early, well, it's early for me at 6 o'clock in the morning. My mom had that surgery and I got awoken out of a dead sleep. Now, I think that that's the reason. I mean, we've got a lot of energy shifting, and like if you've been up and not sleeping, and especially this week, you know you can't go to sleep, but but you're up, you don't know why you're up. You're standing watch is what you're doing. I've done this a lot the past 3 years. So know that in another dimension, in a higher dimension, you're connecting telepathy, and you're basically holding watch for those of us who have to sleep now. Because whether or not you realize it or not, there has been a group or one or two that was watching over you. I mean, because this is the angels on the ground. I mean, when you're not asking for your prayers to be delivered and maybe make it to some higher power that is above, and then pray that it land on your doorstep. No, like we're embodying it all down here on the ground. 100%. Those messages are already going back up and getting back down and being dealt with. And it's been going on for a while. And I tell you what, until the collective wakes the fuck up and realizes this shit, I'm pretty much done dealing with them. I just had an event downstairs, and this is breaking that narcissism, that narcissist whatever. And see, a lot of the times we're not, as feminines, we're not dealing. We want our twins so bad, but the problem is so many of us were in bullshit programs with fathers that never ever took the time nor had the program in order to properly have a daughter. And I'm just so done with it. See, I've never had parents. I have parents. I have adopted parents that were a program that were basically assigned to me. And now I know, get this one. See, my adoptive mom, she's a B negative. She's basically the old me. She was the old earth. Do you want to know about health problems? You want to know about diabetes and pancreas and all of that? Go talk to a Mormon woman. See, I know the truth about this shit and I'm done with it. And here it is. Right now, we're healing the pancreas of the planet. Do you know why? Because every single one, if you are a female on this planet, then your sugar was getting siphoned. Your good deeds, your sugar, anything attached to you in your DNA, especially from your royal lines, you weren't getting any of the sugar from it. Now, I'm not talking about lovey, lovey, kissy, kissy sugar. I'm talking about your energy field that was being siphoned from 4 or 5 dimensions up and given to whomever they thought deemed needed the sugar, and everyone else was then put on mass consumption and production. You hear what I'm saying? I need everybody to really take a quick fucking look at what the hell is going on down here, because my mother losing her insulin in the middle of the night in her pump that's electric, that runs on a battery and on a Wi-Fi system. And then all of a sudden her pump stops working and puts all of us in a jolt. Well, evidently I needed to be jolted awake. And then we were reminded about sleep paralysis. Then we were reminded about the sugar on this planet and how everything is balancing back out. So number one, if you know somebody who's got diabetes, I want you to tell them to watch their sugar and be careful not to put too much in, because they are going to start making their own sugar again. Their bodies are going to start doing what it needs to do instead of being taken from it, and your body going on overdrive trying to make more because someone else took the energy from you. And that's everybody on this planet. So number one, if you or anybody you know it has diabetes, their ascension will cure it. And now we've got a mass one going on the planet. Number two, if you are dealing and have anyone around you, see, this is why I have to leave Texas as quick as possible. It has nothing left to do with the fact of anything else, that everything in my life that was set up that has not changed, like my father. Now my mother has changed. My mother has been healed and saved through this. My dad, he just continues to be read by the Nazis, literally, because he's a program, and he refuses to take any responsibility for the fact that he doesn't know and has never protected me and my mother. Never, ever, ever. In fact, he's done everything he can to stay silent and stupid so that he doesn't have to do anything, including when I was 13 years old, watching my first boyfriend slap me on the face and then look at me and blame me. And you can pretty much gauge the rest of my life from that. It didn't matter if I built a $3 million company. It didn't matter that I have given everything for them to be in a certain way. It doesn't, it's all my fault because I was the adopted one. Well, guess what? I found out I am his real daughter. I'm just from the future because her other one shouldn't have died. So in the past 3 days, I've also figured that out. See, they had a baby that only lived 2 days that was born in March. Well, that's because they killed that baby. Literally, in Naziville, Texas A&M. The German Nazis, that's what the fuck it was, because they knew who we were. So, I am his daughter. But I'm his daughter from way the hell the future. Sent back to kick his ass because he didn't do anything to protect us. And I'm just dead tired of it. And I'm dead tired of disrespect from any male that is on this planet that wants to come at me and tell me everything that I've done wrong when I have not had one person show up to my face and give us any proper respect for the fact of what we just pulled off down here as women. And until y'all do, I really don't have anything left to say to any of you. We, as the maternal maidens on this planet, that have assisted every single one of you, and I mean every single one of you. I don't care who you are watching this. You better get on your freaking knees and kiss our ground because we saved your ass because you decided to go sleepy sleep and then put it on someone else. Okay, fine. Deal with it. Welcome to the club. We already had to do it. We already had to get over it. We already had to get over it so many times and go so unconscious so many times, knowing that we were going to have to deal with your ass all over again. Each cycle at a time, 5 times. I'm sick of hearing it. I really don't care anymore. Get over yourself. The problem is that nobody was listening to women to begin with, and women have a feminine. You have 9 dimensions in your body. You give birth. You're connected to 9 dimensions. So why the fuck are you slapping us around and then telling us that we don't know shit in an open dimensional count whenever you're the ones who blew up the world with your peckers? And it's the damn truth. I had to turn myself into money and pussy. Literally fucking money and pussy energy. That's what us women had to do. And then we became the pancreas on the fucking planet for doing it. And excuse us if we don't have an issue getting woke up in the middle of the night to help my elderly mother and have my father yelling at me the whole time I'm in it in order to get a reaction out of me, which is exactly what it is that it was all doing. Trying to siphon energy from my mother and getting energy out of me from pissing me off. And I'm just done with it. So I'm putting everybody on notice. And my starseeds and my angels, don't take this shit no more. Stop taking the shit. We didn't have no problem letting some men run this planet until you blow it up. Now we got a problem. Now we've got to come back and fix everybody's shit. And if you're a man, then I need you to really listen. You don't know what you're doing. You have no idea what you're doing. You don't know how to protect anybody because you can't even protect yourself. So if you would first take a fucking minute and see that, then maybe you can learn how to protect the ones around you, and maybe you can actually be good for something down here. Until you do that, you don't got nothing left to do. Because until you see and until you recognize, and I'm not going at men because I'm the most alpha motherfucker on this planet. See, here's where y'all got it all wrong. You let your eyes deceive you. All these women that you're yelling at, telling us that whatever, that we're too emotional, that we're this, that we're that, that we're not following the rules. Well, those rules killed every single one of us more than once. So you have to excuse us if we don't follow the bullshit rules that you think that are put down for you to live a proper life when all it did was murder and kill every single one of us. And we don't even hold any anger on it unless you're in my face telling me that I don't know what it is that I'm talking about every second of the day. And then you only want to point out anything that you feel is wrong whenever everything down here is wrong. And the only thing that is right is me flipping a switch and doing it a little different, which is what saved the world. And that's what all of us have been doing. And I'm just dead tired of it. And we ain't having it no more. This is me ranting about this narcissism crap, and I'm just done with it. I got one on. Thank you for being on here in the morning. So, that energy, when you will get to you, no matter. And, it's like your dad, like my adopted dad. Okay, well, why is he in my life? Well, he's a Moravian king. Britney Spears, this is it. This is the program. Halsey just jumped in with her own 2 feet, not realizing that she did the same thing that Britney did, except she's just got her first handler, so she's already gotten rid of those. So now that she's stepped into that shaving her head bullshit and trying to mimic that energy, which is what a pattern she's fallen into, I hope she can pull herself out of it. Because you will go and toggle into the program that was laid before you. You can sit and watch it all happen. And if you walk that program, you see other people that there'll be an experience that they have. And it's really easy for entertainers, right? Which is why don't get sucked into it too. Because what they're doing is getting sucked into an old program that we've already cleared. And when I say program, I'm literally mean an energetic way to get out. Because there's only one way to get out per each highest conscious line, because there weren't very many of us that got out. So everybody wants to get all upset that everything's ass backwards to get out, when nobody is recognizing the beings that literally agreed to have themselves sawed on and put on backwards from their L4 spine, like me, and my whole body turned around opposite so that I'd get a different perspective. So you have to understand that whenever I get upset, it's because I did all that and I still got out, and I still have fucking people with dicks around me telling me that I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Well, go saw yourself in half then. Don't listen to me. That's fine. I don't care anymore. And that's pretty much every single other angel that's on this planet that has been attempting to help all you people when all everybody else does is go with the masses, go back to work, turn on your fucking television, and go pay your Social Security taxes. Well, then, welcome to your world and stop watching my channel. Why are you even wasting your time? You think that one doesn't have to do with the other, and you're wrong. You're dead the fuck wrong. The financial slavery system is the slavery system. It's the one that was running the whole galactic race because it's your DNA. And if you can't get wise to that, then that's your problem and it's on you. It isn't about you. It's not about, oh, poor me. No, not at all. Now, I'm not saying you can't go into those. I go into it. Oh, hell, people around me know I do. And I fall deep, and then, Lord, help me, bring me back up, but I got to do it quick. I had a day to heal from that shockwave coming through my field. A day. A day. You know why? Because I had to hurry the fuck up and get back to highest consciousness because all y'all sleep. So then I can't sleep because I got to be up to watch over all y'all. You see what I'm saying? Your angels are done with it. We're done with it. We're not going to watch over you every fucking minute of the day. And nobody's going to bring you all your shit at your front door on time neither. And anybody that's been using the system to their advantage, and when I mean system, I mean angelic fucking support system and consciousness of the human race, well, then you no longer have a connection, do you? You got sent to your room in a different fucking way, didn't you? And then I'm having to wake up at 6 a.m. and give the world a message from an angel when we're telling you you're on your own. Until you sit with yourself and recognize how you have abused your consciousness, how you have abused your gifts, and how you have abused the people around you that have been attempting to help you this whole time. And I'm not telling you to get all up in your feelings about it. I'm telling you to recognize all the help that you've had. And then figure out how to make it more here. And stop begging up there for something to come help you down here when it's right in front of your face, and then you choose to turn the other way because of whatever it is that you think a human's supposed to do when it was written by a bunch of people that they're not people. The rule book that you had, that we were handed out in the 60s and 70s and 50s is the gateway to hell book. Every single rule that you think is a proper human thing to be, and don't yell at the doctor and don't question this. Well, that's what got me in a tank with 2 needles in my neck, giving me fucking liquid LSD when I was 13. So excuse me if I don't question a fucking doctor. And if I have my father tell me that shit one more fucking time, not to question a man, you see, my whole life has been questioning a man and damn good straight. And then I still got that man downstairs telling me that I don't know nothing, when all he does is sit and watch ancient aliens and Egyptian pyramids all day on television. And then I come in and fill in the empty basic, but I don't know shit. So that ends right now. We don't give any information, we don't give any help, and we don't give any healing to anybody that doesn't show up to us in a proper way. And we aren't going to take your energetic bullshit. Do you know why? Because our consciousness is holding up the whole goddamn planet. And whenever you put one of us in some type of something, you're doing it to the whole world, and it will no longer be tolerated. I can promise you that. So the next time you yell at an angel, you ain't going to like what reaction you get back. And then you want to talk about fallen angels? You want to talk about what happened? Here's what happened. Your angels came to the ground, and this is how we were treated. The 2 witnesses in the Bible, you killed us damn straight, you fucking did. You did it all over again. In fact, you killed me 3 times. So I don't know how many other angels died, but for me to die 3 times, it was a whole fucking lot. It could have been the lot, which is why I was repairing it. So this is my narcissism rant. Share it with your friends. BeCoChi. We'll do it together. Love y'all. Have a good day.